Natin pong tatalakayin sa hapong ito ay tungkol po sa bipolar disorder. So, ito ay isang manic depressive illness. Chronic mental health condition po ito na hindi biro-biro, no? That causes extreme mood swing ranging from emotional high, masayang-masaya, mania or hypomania, to lows, which is depression, no? And ang pinaka-dangerous po dito kasi pagka nasa depression po sila, nakakaisip po silang mag-suicide. Ang iba ho talagang nagiging successful, nakakapag-suicide po talaga. Ano bang nangyayari sa bipolar disorder? Yung mga taong may bipolar disorder, nakaka-experience yan ng abrupt shift in mood, energy, and activity level, which can interfere with daily tasks, relationship, and work. And itong mga mood episodes na to are more intense and longer than normal ups and downs. Ang types ng bipolar disorder, meron tayong bipolar 1. Ito ay characterized by at least one manic episode which may be preceded or followed by hypomanic or depressive episode. Ito ho, severe ito, and it requires hospitalization. The patient feels invincible. Ibig sabihin ng invincible, pakiramdam niya, lahat kaya niya. No? So, powerful siya. Hindi siya pwedeng matalo ng kahit na sino. Bipolar 2 involves hypomanic episode. Pag sinabing hypomanic, milder form ho siya ng mania and major depressive episode. Ito ho, hindi kailangan ng hospitalization. No? Although, ang depression din ho dito can be debilitating. And cyclothymic disorder, numerous period of hypomanic and depressive symptoms lasting at least 2 years. And ano ho ang mga simptomas? Sa manic ho, merong excessive energy, euphoria, sayang-saya po, or irritability. Decrease ang need for sleep. Halos hindi ho yan natutulog, kakaunting oras ang tulog. Racing thoughts, rapid speech, mabilis magsalita, and inflated self-esteem or grandiosity. Taas ng tingin niya ho sa sarili niya, kaya nga invincible Impulsive or risky behavior. So, gambling, etc., unsafe sex, no, and others. Ang mga depressive episode naman ho, persistent sadness or emptiness, fatigue, loss of interest or pleasure. Lagi hong nanghihina, pagod, walang interest sa mga bagay-bagay, hindi na masyadong natutuwa. Yung iba natutuwa na siya, hindi, blunt affect. Pagbabago ho sa appetite or sleep. Siyempre ho, pag depressed, walang gana kumain. Feeling of worthlessness or guilt. Pakiramdam niya, useless na siya. Or lagi hong may guilt sa sarili. Kahit hindi niya naman ho kasalanan, lagi ho siyang may guilt sa mga nangyayari. Difficulty concentrating. Ayan, di ho masyado makapag-concentrate. And ayan, ito ho ang pinakapangit. Yung thought of death or suicide. Yan ho ang pinaka-dangerous sa bipolar at pinakapangit na aspeto. Ang causes and risk factor, pwede hong genetics. Ayan, namamana ho ito. Often runs in the family. Brain chemistry, may imbalance ho sa neurotransmitters such as dopamine, serotonin, and norepinephrine. Yung environmental trigger, pwede rin ho, like stress, trauma, substance abuse, yung mga nagda-drugs or major life changes can trigger episodes. Yung mga medical condition din ho or medication, yung thyroid disease, the use of corticosteroid, antidepressant misuse, it may induce mania. And sa treatment, ginagamitan ho yan ng mga mood stabilizer like lithium. Binibigyan din ho yan ng antipsychotic, antidepressant, anxiolytic, and binibigyan din ho ng psychotherapy, cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT. Binibigyan din ho yan ng psychoeducation, interpersonal and social rhythm therapy. And sa lifestyle management, kailangan ho niyan ang regular sleep and meal schedule. Kailangan ho tutulungan nyo sa ganyan. Kung hindi, hindi ho yan matutulog. Avoiding, of course, alak at drugs. Stress management and relaxation technique. And kailangan ho ang support talaga from family and friends. And ang bipolar disorder ho, it is not just moodiness. ito ho ay isang serious psychiatric condition because it may lead to suicide. And with treatment, karamihan naman ho sa pasyente can live stable and productive lives. Yung nagagamot ho. And may support yung mga family para ipagamot siya. Minsan ho, may pamilya ding pabaya o hindi nagkakasundo-sundo sa pamilya. At minsan ho, hindi diagnose. Lalo na yung mga hindi naman educated family, kala nila kung ano lang, kala nila ganun talaga ugali ng tao. At ang mga early sign ng mania or hypomania, ayan, reduce ho ang need for sleep but still feeling full of energy. Ma-energy pa rin ho sila kahit na walang tulog. Feeling unusually confident. Invincible nga ho siya . Overconfident ang ibig sabihin. Laging siya ang panalo. Or euphoric. Talking faster or more than usual. Ang bilis-bilis hong magsalita kasi full of energy. And feeling niya nga ho siya ang magaling lagi. Jumping between ideas, mind racing. Yun ho bang patalon-talon ng idea, biglang tatalon sa isang topic na hindi naman ho yun yung pinag-uusapan, becomes more sociable, impulsive, or distracted. Spending more money or starting unrealistic projection. May mga projection ho yan na hindi realistic. Yung norepinephrine naman ho, increased level, yan yung may mga racing thoughts, mabilis magsalita, restlessness, hindi mapakali, and insomnia. And serotonin often unstable leading to poor impulse control and mood fluctuation, problema sa tulog. Pagka naman ho nasa level ito ng bipolar depression, yung dopamine, norepinephrine, and serotonin, pagsak ho yan. So walang motivation, wala ng pleasure, walang energy, wala hong alertness, walang focus, walang energy, walang mood balance. Mahirap hong matulog and walang appetite. And unfortunately, bipolar disorder has one of the highest suicide risks among all psychiatric illness. So, kesa ho yung talagang depression lang, sa bipolar, which is manic depressive, mas marami ho ang nagsisuicide. And yung combination ko kasi ng intense emotional pain, hopelessness, biological brain changes can make a person feel that death is the only escape. About 20 to 60% of people with bipolar disorder attempt suicide at least once in their life. And about 10 to 15% of patients die by suicide. And this is 10 to 30 times higher than the general population. And kaya ho sila nauuwi sa suicide because of psychological pain. And ito ho ay hindi physical, but it is just as real and excruciating. Meron silang emptiness. So, it feels as if walang kulay, walang joy. Sabi nila, it's like my soul went numb. I'm alive, but I don't feel alive. So, it is not just sadness. Hindi ho simpleng lungkot, but absence of feeling, hollow and void. Meron din silang emotional suffocation. Like sabi nila, I can't breathe emotionally. It's like being buried under grief that never ends. Meron din silang overwhelming guilt and self-blame. It's all my fault. I ruin everything. I don't deserve to live. Hopelessness. So I cannot see my future. It's always going to be like this. Isolation. No one understands. If I try to explain, they think I'm weak. And though it is mental, psychological pain, the body often feels it too. Sometimes a heavy chest or tightness in the heart, stomach pain, nagkakaroon din ho ng headache, fatigue, feeling like the body is made of lead. And this is because emotional pain activates the same brain regions, and the brain literally hurts. And why that seems like relief? When the pain feels endless, parang wala nang katapusang psychological pain and no comfort works. Sleep, talking, medication, yung mind ho nag-start to see death as peace or escape. So, yun ho ang naiisip nilang escape so para matapos na yung kanilang psychological pain. It is not that they want to die. Hindi ho dahil gusto nilang mamatay. Kaya nila ginagawa ang pagsusuicide. But it is that they can't imagine surviving the pain. Hindi na ho nila kaya yung pain. I didn't want to end my life. I just wanted to end my suffering. And that distinction is critical for helping someone in crisis. So, naiintindihan niyo po? Kaya sila nagsusuicide, gusto nila hong matapos na yung kanilang emotional and psychological pain, which is severe. They are really in pain. And yung iba hong naka-recover, sabi nila, I can't believe I ever felt that way. And I am glad I didn't end my life. The pain was temporary. Now, have you ever felt tired? Not just in your body, but up to the level of your soul. And one day, you are full of energy. The next day, you are completely empty. And that is not weakness. That is your cells crying for healing. And here in Clinica Medica 101, we just don't manage symptoms, but we restore balance. Meron ho tayong PRP therapy, your own blood platelets, awaken your body's power to repair and rebuild itself. And with Dr. Irene Lim's Herbal Coffee, infuse ho with ginseng, protocola, glutathione, marine collagen that nourishes your nerves, cleanse your liver, and calm your mind naturally. So, sa atin pong PRP at Dr. Irene Lim's Herbal Coffee plus our book, Unveiling the Truth of Diabetes, malaki ho ang maitutulong yan sa inyo if you are bipolar and if you have any other diseases. So when you take a sip of this coffee, it is not just a drink. It is a step toward balance, clarity, and life again. Because healing isn't just medicine. It is regeneration, hope, and restoration from within. So do not wait for another crash. Start healing from within because you deserve a life where your mind is calm, your body strong, and spirit free. Don't wait for another crash. Read the book, drink the coffee, and start your healing today. At yung atin